Hello everyone, Moo here with another video for you guys. Now, after doing Moo's top 10 video the other day, I noticed that I could be doing some tutorial videos, especially on the top 10 highest scores, because generally we cover the coin earners really well. You guys seem to be really interested in coin earnings. I can't imagine why, but anyways, here we are. Conductor Mickey is the perfect one to start with because he doesn't get much of the spotlight these days, especially with Cinderella, Jedi Luke, and Maleficent Dragon, and Piglet to some extent hogging that large piece of the pie there. But Conductor Mickey, do not underestimate him. He can easily get 40 plus million, especially once you get him to level 50. You have decent support to him, and your player level is relatively high as well. That holds true for almost any Tsum Tsum in the game, so do not be discouraged by those. But anyways, guys, a lot of people seem to think his skill is very straightforward. You just pop the notes as they come up on screen. And I've even noticed some people suggesting that you swipe in an S pattern so that the bubbles clear more of the Tsum Tsum on screen, this and that. And, there's some misinformation there, because if you truly want to reach the upper echelons of his score potential, there's really just one way to play him correctly, and that is to go for massive quantities of time bubbles, and there is a very efficient way to do that. Now let's take a look at the notes real quick. Under number 1, as you can see, is to aim to make time bubbles manually. That unfortunately will remain part of the game. It doesn't matter who you're playing with, even Cinderella. If you notice a potential chain that you could get a time bubble from, generally you'd want to go for that, especially if you're playing on Android, because unlike iPhone, and this is really the only reason to buy an iPhone, because the screen refresh rate on iPhones is a little bit faster, so you can make a few more chains than you can on Android. So if you are using Android, you have to take advantage of every time bubble possibility you can get your hands on. It's definitely going to help you out. So you have to make the manual time bubbles at least once in a while. Now, here's the trick, guys. His musical notes, there's a certain way you have to pop them in order to maximize your chances of getting the time bubbles. So let's take a look at number 2. You cut down the pink note range so it falls within the range of 9 to 16, therefore increasing the odds that you will get a time bubble. Now, as you can see on the pink note there in the middle of the screen almost, its typical range is 18 to 20 when it is first on screen. They rise from the bottom of the playing area. So when it is first, if you let it come up on screen fully and you pop it, it will generally clear 8 to 20, which is too much. You're not going to get a time bubble out of that. So you have to come up with creative ways to reduce his range. Now, the point number 3 under the notes is the blue note has the perfect clear radius. It is so true. The blue note is essentially the equivalent of one Cinderella swipe. So it is the perfect range to create a time bubble. Therefore, you want to leave it undisturbed and have as many Tsum Tsum for it to hit so that it can reach its full potential. Therefore, you're getting the score from, say, it hitting 12 Tsum Tsum, and also you're getting the time bubble possibility. Now, here's the trickiest part. The green note is useless. The only use it really has is to reduce the note range for the pink note. So let's say the green note comes first and then you have a pink note that comes immediately after. What you want to do is actually pop that green note and then immediately pop the pink note, therefore reducing the number of Tsum Tsum the pink note is going to hit, and therefore placing you in that 9 to 16 range once again. Now, if the pink note or rather, if the green note comes up first and you have 2 blue notes that follow it immediately, what you want to do is forget about it. Don't even pop it. Let it get off the screen. Make sure that your blue notes do not get interrupted and they hit their full potential range. So I put together a few bubbles here to kind of demonstrate a few different possibilities. So if you guys would look at the Tsum Tsum screen there, So we have a green bubble, a pink bubble, and a blue bubble. So let's say that the pink bubble comes first. So the pink bubble is rising from the top. You have no idea yet if a green or blue one is to follow, and you know that because it's first, it will hit for 18 to 20, which is too much. So how do you reduce the size? When it gets to about this position on the screen, you will pop it. You will not allow it to come all the way up, but just about there should give you about 11 Tsum Tsum cleared. And that is the ideal range. Again, that is what you want in order to get time bubbles. Now, as I said before, you know, if you have a green one that's here, and then you have a blue one that's here, and they're rising like this together, just ignore this one. Let it go off the screen. 4 to 6 Tsum Tsum is not going to give you any coin almost. It's going to give you 1 coin and next to no score. So this thing is inconsequential. Let it go. Make sure that the blue one, on the other hand, hits for its full range, 9 to 12. Now, if you have say 2 blue ones, I should have made more bubbles, damn it. But anyways, if you have 2 blue ones, make sure that when the first blue one comes right about here, so it can clear its full range just about, pop it right away. That way the second blue one, as it rises to the top, there's going to be enough Tsum Tsum falling again from the top of the screen and refilling your screen so that this one, the second one, can also hit for its full range. Now the other options are basically along the same lines. So, you know, you have to kind of juggle. You have to space them out a little bit. You know, ignore the green ones if you must. And other than that, there is one option I didn't cover. Say if blue comes first and then pink, then again you have to let the blue one hit its full range, but then just let the pink one rise a little bit higher so it clips a little bit of the top row that the blue one was not able to hit. They are actually on scale, so the pink ones are going to be a little bit bigger, so they will be able to reach a little bit higher. Therefore, you're again ensuring that they fall within the 9 to 16 range. So that's basically the strategy, guys. That's going to make sure that you guys get the maximum potential out of the musical notes. And again, if you are also making some time bubbles on your own manually, you're going to be able to extend the gameplay significantly, and you're going to get a ridiculously high score. So I hope this kind of shows you guys the strategy. If you have any questions, comments, leave them in the comment section down below as always, and I will do my best to clarify if this was not clear enough, which most likely it wasn't. I am not the best at explaining things. But do let me know about that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will put up an example video right now, and hopefully that will give you a clear visual representation of everything I just ranted on about. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and see you guys next time. Not a bad tutorial video there. Obviously I can't go for a ridiculously high score because he's only level 15 for me. But 11 million, 5,000 or 4,000 base coin and almost 1,200 experience and about 600 plus Mitsum cleared. So he will also do a ridiculously good job for you guys to level up your support Tsum Tsum if they are not that high. And I have some that are really, really low because I really dislike playing them. So he's again very, very good at leveling up as well. But I hope this did a really good job at kind of showing you guys what I mean by skip the green bubbles if you need to. You know, once in a while you'll get 2 red bubbles. You can also juggle, you know, if you leave a few magic bubbles at the bottom of the screen, you can let the pink bubbles rise up a little bit higher because the bubbles will block the pink note from clearing more of the area. Also, the other thing to keep in mind is you do need 17 Tsum Tsum to charge him back up, which is quite a bit actually. So by saving 2 or 3 of the magic bubbles at the bottom of the screen, just in case you don't recharge his ability fast enough, it's going to ensure that you do get your extra 5 seconds from re-entering fever time fast enough by using those magic bubbles that you saved. But again, you know, those are smaller nuances. You will pick them up as you play with him. I hope this video does a relatively good job again at explaining everything that I did. If not, leave all your questions in the comment section below. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time.